Hey, this is Obelisk speaking, doing a One Piece chapter review, 987. And I know it's late, but I've been busy with work, so it is what it is. Thank you. Anyway, let's start with the cover page. On the cover page, we see Luffy, and it appears he's wearing a jacket, and it appears to be his devil fruit. But it kind of looks like a piña to me, like a piña, like a pine. It reminds me of Marco in some shape or form. And he has a pipe, which could be foreshadowing Sabo in a way. And these dogs, we have red, blue, and yellow. And then we have a brown dog, a big one in the back. So I've been thinking if they might be representing either the Yonkos or the Admirals. One or two, because red, I guess, would be Shanks. Blue? What would be blue? Or maybe the Admirals. Red, Akaino, Aokiji, Kizaru, yellow, and brown would be Fujitora. So we're just missing Green Bull, I guess. And then we see, I guess, Robin Frankie right here. She's like caressing his cheek. I'm jealous of Frankie right now. And we also see Zoro only wielding two swords, which could be foreshadowing to maybe one of his swords breaks. Oh, there's a purple dog too. That's probably Green Bull, the purple dog. So it's all four admirals here, in represented to the dogs. And you see how it's kind of funny how they're positioned. The dogs, I don't want to get too long into this, but if you see the purple dog is next to Zoro. And if that's representing Green Bull, the admiral that has been shown, that could signify something. Because you could see the yellow dog would represent Kizaru and Aokiji. And Aokiji is like good friends with Garp. So what would that relationship be with Luffy? And then we have Kizaru. Kizaru is the one, water, was it? So, the bubble place where the first crew separated. He was partially responsible, so. And then we have Akainu in the background. But I don't know what that means, whatever. And we finally see Jinbei. And he's wearing a cool getup. Appears to be like dolphins, but like a dog version of dolphins. And Sanji is wielding a gun, which is interesting. Well, let's get to the chapter. And the first part of the chapter is PTSD. Kaido is having massive PTSD, being reminded of Odin, like seriously. And Kaido is like legitimately surprised, like they're able to wound him. And yes, well, it's not like serious wounds, like Okiko actually pierces his hand. Nekomamushi is holding his hand, he's like grabbing him. And Kinemo is actually piercing him. As first he's not succeeding, but then he pierces him. And Kaido's old wound starts to hurt. He doesn't complain about, oh, they're piercing me, but his old wound starts to hurt. And he starts to complain like, are they using like the same Ryo as Odin? Which to me, like, shouldn't Kaido know how to use like some high level Ryo? Because that's kind of shocking. Kaido should be able to use like some super advanced Ryo, like some next level hockey stuff. Yeah, he's shocked that like they can hurt him, but he's not like hurt. He just falls, and we can see like when they fall, before they fall, you can see there's no blood on them, on the scabbards or anything. There's no injuries, and we'll get to that later. But then we go like the pirates, I guess the Kaido pirates are saying to help them, but that's when they realize they're completely been infiltrated. Hyogoro steps in action. Big Mom is surprised, like, oh, is Kaido dead? But I think she's just laughing at it. And then we see Yamato saying this is their chance to fight Kaido. And then we see something interesting. It is Yamato versus, well, only for a brief second, versus Ulti. And I'm kind of agreeing with Ulti here. Luffy calls her butthead and Yamato calls her Ulti, and as she pretty much states is what she should have done from the beginning. And then she states now is her time to become Kazuki Oden. And Ulti, I agree with Ulti's rationale here. She pretty much says like, I don't get what you mean. Are you crazy or stupid? And I'm kind of agreeing with her. I don't think Yamato is crazy, but I think she's taking this cosplay way too serious. And then she says like she doesn't care if her father dies. I highly doubt she truly means that. Maybe she, and the reason why is probably because she probably knows her father just can't be killed, period. And then we see Big Mom. And then we see that Nami and Carrot just like easily break free. This is shocking. Very disappointed in Big Mom, like, but then again she was distracted. She saw Luffy and she just ran toward him. But it's still kind of disappointing for Big Mom. Like, how do they get free so easy? Like, these black balls, she's been feeding every one of Big Mom. Is Nami gonna inherit Big Mom's devil fruit if she dies? Like, Jesus Christ. It kind of fits her in a way because she always likes to use lackeys to help her out. So, yeah, show some leg, Nami. Well, whatever. Luffy says he's busy. He doesn't want to deal with Big Mom. And then we see Kaido. Kaido starts to understand the whole picture of everything. And he finally understands like everything. And he says something interesting that doesn't really apply to Luffy, but probably applies to him. Maybe this happened to him. He says once the pirates see that you're losing, they're going to run away, pretty much. And honestly, I don't know how this would apply to him, because I don't see how Exiba, his former captain, would just, this dude that needed Roger and Garp tag teamed in order to defeat him, just how powerful he was. I don't see him running away. But it could have been the other ones, because if I recall correct, he was an apprentice. So was Big Mom and Whitebeard. So Exiba had a right-hand man, a second-hand man, and division commanders below them. So he was pretty much what Shanks was and Buggy was in Goldie Roger's ship. So pretty much, does that mean like the first division commander and the second, they just bailed on Exiba and like, yeah, fuck him. And then we see, here's the interesting part. We see that the scabbards are like seriously injured. And like, what the hell's going on here? We see Kinemon with blood all over his face. Is that all Kaido's? We see all the scabbards like blood all over the face, like they're wounded. Did the fall actually hurt them? Kaido was like no big deal. He's like, and just start, and he finally, and then Luffy states what he's, and I think I agree with Big Mom here. He's over his head. He says he's here to beat everyone. He's here to beat Orochi, Kaido, Big Mom, and all of their lackeys. That includes the commanders. That includes everybody. So he's here to beat them, and it's all-out war. And honestly, I think Luffy is way over his head. Him learning basic Ryo, it's no way it's going to be enough to beat Big Mom, Kaido, and all of the commanders. And King doing his, oh my god, King is so hilarious. King for Nakama. Oh my god, he's doing his face. He's like, it's shot. Oh, where did all these thousands of troops come from? And Big Mom is just laughing. And Big Mom also states, like, don't tell me you're joking about beating Kaido. Like, she even states, like, you can't beat Kaido. And then we see Zoro with some Yakuzas, Kid also with some Yakuzas. And then we see Law, and we see someone interesting, which I think is Hawkins. Probably Hawkins. Maybe Hawkins. And he has that, that super power-up card. That could be a plot device, but whatever. And then we see Marco and Perospero have joined forces, apparently. And this tells me that Perospero was a shadow. And I'm kind of disappointed. Or maybe it could be that Marco actually saw a serious threat approaching, and that's why Pero and Marco decide we can't fight. We gotta go in and warn them or something. We gotta join forces to whatever's coming. Could be Blackbeard, could be the Armos, but maybe. And then we see Kaido actually hearing Luffy. Okay, and he's like, "Worororo, okay, I accept your challenge." Like he's straight up, I'm gonna show you what the greatest army in the world is. The power of the greatest army. And this contradicts what's already been stated, which is Big Mom. What Big Mom stated that the biggest and the most powerful army in the world is the Giants army, which is Odin, Thor, and Loki, and all that. The Greek mythology. No, the Norse mythology. Yeah, the Norse mythology. And Big Mom stated that they are the most powerful army by default. They have the strongest army. So I don't know why Kaido's putting him there, but then again, he's Kaido, so. And he goes into full dragon form, and we see the group is getting separated. It's going to be the Scabbards versus Kaido, and Luffy staying behind, probably Big Mom, and that's where also staying, like, Ulti is nowhere in sight, because you see Yamato here talking to Luffy, and Ulti is no longer here, so what's up with that? And anyway, so they're going to fight, and he's just, like, laughing it out. And there's no wounds on his dragon form, so which is interesting. He also has his mace back, so. And then we see this beautiful panel, like wow, Oda is really, really going all out in the drawing, in the dragon form of Kaido, with the full moon, which is gonna tie into what we have next. And Kaido's, yeah, he's taking him serious, and he says he's sobered up. He's like completely sober. He's no longer drunk. This is where all the minks were waiting in the rooftop to ambush Kaido, and that's where Nekomamushi goes all dark, and he says it's full moon. So Nekomamushi and Inuroshiki are about to transform. As for the other minks, if they it was stated that only some of them can transform, because the ones that can't control it. So it's probably just gonna be Nekomamushi and Inuroshiki, maybe some other ones, but we're gonna see where this goes. Hopefully, this is a well drawn out battle between Kaido and the Scabbards, and I want to see the Scabbards defeated. Period. Easily. Low diff probably, or maybe mid diff. I don't know. I just want to see the Scabbards defeated. Hopefully that actually happens, and we get a cool action panel. But anyway, those are my thoughts and opinions. I hope you liked it. And that's it for the chapter. The next one comes in August 23. Oda's really taking breaks here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Sorry for it being late. Peace out.